Neil, London Master, you're a winner over the course and distance in his last start. Your thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, it was a nice performance. He had a difficult draw and I kind of had to just sit back a little bit and luckily the way the race panned out that something kind of took off around the bend and gave me a drag into the race. And he won well. So, you know, he's got a better draw this time. Hopefully he can repeat the dose.
Talk to me about the draws. He's had not much luck at all, but on Wednesday night he's drawn 2. Tactically, does that change anything?
Well, yeah, like, I mean, he has a bit of speed. It depends on the makeup of the race, whether he has enough gate speed to be able to sit a little bit closer. But I think I remember last season that when he went back-to-back, he won 1,000 metres of Chartin and then he went 1,200 Happy Valley. So, you know, he's more than capable of stringing a couple of runs together. And I think on that day as well, he had a good draw, so he was able to sit a little bit closer. So, you know, obviously, look, it depends what's in the race. We'll have a look at it. I don't think it looks a particularly strong race, but if he steps away and can be that little bit closer, now that he's after winning a race and gone up the ratings a little bit, if he can sit that little bit closer and get a better position, hopefully that'll give him a chance to go back-to-back.
Umberto, in race 5, you're associated once again with Shining Gem. Your thoughts on this 3-year-old? Is he a promising type?
He's a very nice horse. He's doing everything right so far. He's a first start down to the 1,000 meter. He was a little bit disappointed. Finally, in a Happy Valley, in the second time, he showed us something better. So go ahead with this.
Is it natural improvement? Is that why the results have been improving so far?
He's a horse. Look, in the morning he works always, give you the 100%. He's always honest. He's always serious. Every time he gallops by himself with a partner, he's a very straightforward horse. He improves a lot. Of course, he's still only 3 years old, and you know, we know how the 3 years old in Hong Kong sometimes they deserve a time. But he races against nice horses in Australia, so he's a tough, and see what he can do.
You have trialled him since your last race at Happy Valley over the course and distance. It looked pretty comfortable. Down
to the 1,000 meter last time, he was a bit slow. He didn't show that in the trial. He was more concentrated, more focused. He been handy. The trial was very nice, so just finger crossed.
Quicker out of the gates in that trial, but you have drawn barrier 9. It does look a little bit tricky.
It's always, you know, Happy Valley, you prefer to draw to 1 to 5 at least, and I didn't spoke with Ricky yet, so we have to discuss how to manage with the better.
Matthew, CINQ on CINQ, you were just half a length away from winning on debut. Did the performance surprise you?
No, it didn't surprise. We expected him to run well. Unfortunately, the pace was a bit slow. We expected a couple of horses to run a bit faster. No one decided to take off. It being his first run, we were a bit reluctant to take off by ourselves around Happy Valley. But he seemed to improve off that run, so hopefully if he can step up off that, it'll be a couple of lengths closer.
What's he like as a horse? Is he easy to ride?
He seems to do everything right. He flicks his head a bit, but he's good enough to perform that well on debut, so hopefully, as I said, he can go 2 positions closer.
And in terms of your general opinion of the horse, is he a promising type? Is he one that you're particularly looking forward to riding?
Well, he's definitely got some upside. It's hard to come by these days, so it's definitely nice to go into a race meeting with a decent chance, so I'm looking forward to riding him.
What about the trial at Happy Valley? Was it always the plan to ride him quietly in that? He obviously came home last, but was that no concern for you?
It was just a run round, just to make sure everything was ticking correctly, and he pulled up well, I believe, so as I said, looking positive.
Silvestre, all you know in the last race at Happy Valley, back on for the first time since the International Jockey Challenge. What were your thoughts on this horse?
Yeah, it was a fantastic run, and last time, you know, he ran a good second. Maybe the race wasn't run suit for him, but you know, he finished very strong, and he's a big player in the race. You know, if he put the same performance in, should be a time for him to do a winner.
Drawn in barrier 9, where would you like him in the run ideally?
Well, idea is to be from halfway, you know, to midfield, somewhere like that, if it's possible. But if he's not, I just have to sit a bit further back and trying to ride the race for luck.
Generally, do you get a good impression of this horse? Is there still upside to him?
Yeah, he's a bit tricky, like, you know, he doesn't do things very straightforward. But, you know, I hope to get a better look this time and things going his way.
What about yourself personally? Originally, you were licensed up until the end of February. Just clear up what the situation is now.
Yes, and extend my license for another month to the end of March. So and I'm very pleased and for the opportunity the Hong Kong Jockey Club given to me, and I just want to make the most of it.
You've had 33 winners so far since the start of November. How would you describe your stay so far? Has it been a dream-like situation?
Yeah, it has been a dream and coming true, and I managed to get Group 2, Group 1 winners so in the belt. So I'm very pleased, and with all the support I had, I couldn't do it without. But now I just hope to get a few more. I would love to get to 40 winners. That would be my tag.